Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday dear Philip. And I'm back out in a place we were not very long ago. And I've got one of my birthday presents here. Another one which I'll show you about here. And I've got some more stuff in the back which I got for my birthday from my lovely family. And we are going up there. We are going up Jacob's ladder right to the top. In fact, a bit further than the top. I'll explain that again. And it's going to be good. As well as new toys I've got, I have been making some stuff. So I'll show you the bits I've made. Remember last camp I had a go at cooking some proper food, which went very well, but those little alcohol stoves, you have to keep stopping and refilling them, which can be a problem. So I have done something about that, which you will see when we get there. But it's lovely weather. I went to my weather app and I said I want nice weather please, and it changed it, which is really nice of it. I said I want to have a little bit of wind to test this stuff tonight, so I've put that on. You can imagine if we could change the weather. So there we go. We're going up Jacob's ladder. Shane said he'd like to do the steps going up, so we're going to do that. There is a water source at the top, which I will show you when we get there, and I'll show you the campsite. It's not a secret. This is quite a well-known one. I don't think there'll be anybody up there today pitching their tents. Not that I'm pitching my tent, because I'm in my bivvy again. Really enjoyed that bivvy land camp last week, so I'm doing the same. So I'll catch you up top. Do you know, if I knew how to, I'd just put my pack down and I'd repair this cairn. It's been like this for 6 months, I think, maybe a little bit longer. Such a shame. It used to be such a beautiful beehive cairn. And to repair that, you'd have to knock it right down. What a shame. I do hope it's natural that it's fallen down like that. I don't know. Looking good. We got to the cairn on Jacob's. So this is where the pack horse splits away from the steps, and we continue upwards. Oh, that's a welcome sound. It's a hard climb up Jacob's ladder at the best of times, and I thought, well, I'll just drop down to the ford off the back of Swines Back. And the one that's marked on the map is completely dry, and I'm thinking, oh no. But then this one, which I'll put a location on the screen, is flowing well, thank goodness. I don't know whether you'll hear any of this over the wind. Shane's in his Lanchan, and I've got some kind of tarp mechanism set up. I'll show you around a bit later on. We've got 10 minutes left before sunset. We're not going to see much today. It is bitter. You get out of the shelter of your whatever kind you've got, and I'm shivering straight away. I've just bunged the tarp up against this peat hag. Got it pinned down all the way around quite well, and I've got plenty of room in there. I've just dumped everything out and I'm just going to get organised now. I've tried to minimise flapping, Don't know how successful that will be. It's not too bad inside at the moment, but obviously the flappings are going to keep me awake, so that's why I've tried to cut down on it. So what I've done, I've got a I think this is an 80mm aluminium tin, and I just cut some wadding. I'll put these links in the description for these things. I've cut a hole in the lid which will act as a simmer ring if I need it. This takes loads of fuel. Got a number 6 open L which fits inside the 550mm titanium mug. Steady this end, lad. So, done some experiments at home. This will burn for, I got to move it from there. This will burn for 30 minutes, which will be ample time for what I need. I'm going to shut it down and move it though. So I've got my 550mm cup, which I'm going to use as a cup, and I've got one of these expandable AliExpress jobs that will fit inside there. At the Go Outdoors show, I had some of these Taylor's coffee bags. They were doing 10 of one type for £2.50. I actually bought 3 boxes for £6. So it was 60. No, let's get this right. 30 coffees for £6, which I thought, yeah, I'll give that a go. So, birthday presents. I got this Osprey bag. This is the Archeon chest bag. It's waterproof, it's got loads of compartments, and it fits on like a reverse rucksack, like a reverse backpack. So this goes on your chest and loops round to the back. I don't really want to use it like that. I want to put my electronic stuff in this and put that inside my main Osprey. That wasn't possible today because I've just brought a stupid amount of stuff. And it's a stupid amount of stuff, and I've forgotten my sleeping bag. Well, no, I haven't, because my secret weapon this week is this. This is a wool blanket. I've tested it. I'm going to try to see if this will keep me warm enough tonight. I say I've forgotten my sleeping bag. I have got a lightweight sleeping bag. So when I get my bivvy laid out, I'm going to put this in, wrap it around myself. I've got a base layer, a t-shirt, and this puffer jacket. well, we'll see if I'm going to be warm enough. I do hope I am. So that's birthday presents. I had a lovely birthday. All the family, kids and grandkids. We hired this like a little hut at a local farm, and had basically afternoon tea, sandwiches and that kind of stuff. Gorgeous. I really enjoyed it. On Saturday I went to the outdoor show. It was rubbish. Really didn't rate it at all. Complete load of crap. I would not be going again. There were a couple of items there which were okay. One of them was the tailor's stand where I got a bargain, but I don't need to go all the way to Birmingham to get that bargain. The other one was the Osprey stand. They had some very, very good offers, but they weren't like racks and racks of it. There were just a few lines they had. For example, they had the Exos. They had an Exos 38 and an Exos 48 at £90 and £100, which is extremely good value. But again, it's a long way to go. There were loads of wild swimming stuff. There was loads of organisations trying to get you to sign up to a subscription. There were loads of motorhome kind of ideas. It's not for campers. If you're thinking of going, don't. In future, of course, because it won't be on there. On Monday, my wife and I went to Whitby for the day. We'd planned to do a walk at the Hole of Hawkham on the way to Whitby with the dogs, 3 greyhounds. We got out of the car and started to walk on the path, and they are doing some maintenance work on the path. They're moving, they protect it, and they put gravel down, but the gravel's really sharp on the dogs' feet, and the dogs they couldn't really walk on it properly. So I said, come on, let's go somewhere else. So we ended up going into Whitby to a restaurant that we used to find was very good, but it wasn't very good this time. But we had something to eat. Then we went to Robin Hood's Bay and we walked quite a few miles along the beach, almost to ourselves. It was wonderful. Had a fantastic time. And then to crown it off, I said, let's have fish and chips. And of course the fish and chips shops in Robin Hood's Bay is closed, so we went back to Whitby and had fish and chips in the wrapper. Oh, looks like I'm boiling. So in there I've got chopped onions and garlic, and then some chopped carrot. In here I've got chopped tomatoes, when I get into it. Come on, out you come. Sure, Gordon Ramsay didn't have all these problems. Wow.
Morning, so I've got the microphone on now. I'm recording this inside the Bivy. Great. I really like camping in a Bivy. The wind's been like this all night. It was doing 20 miles an hour gusts when, according to my anemometer, and it got much higher than that. And then, but I fell asleep. I was quite warm. My foot was cold, my right foot, which was, I couldn't work out why, and I kept adjusting the blanket. Now what I found has happened is everything's moved up the bivvy, so the air mat is right at the very end, and everything seems to have moved across. I don't know how that's happened. Now I've just opened this zip and had a look out, and as I suspected, the tent pole on the inside had fallen over. But also, surprisingly, I don't know whether a peg's come out at the bottom, but my feet were actually outside, which is why my foot's been cold. Lessons to be learnt. It's 20 past 5. It's coming late out there. I'm just taking my daily tablets and have a little bit of a drink. As soon as we get to daybreak, I am going to be sitting up and making breakfast, making a drink. But I'm not planning on getting out of the canopy just yet. I'll just spin you around so you can see the view I can see. So that's out the vent at the end of the bivvy, which stays open all night. Now when it was raining, I did fill up my pillow. I got a little bit wet. Just specks of water, it got wet. So what I did was just shuffle down a bit, and I discovered that everything had moved up. There is outside, there's a flap that you can extend over the top and peg down. So that will stop that. This pillow has been gorgeous. It's doing so much for it. That's definitely coming in. I'm really pleased with my choice on the pillow. That's the one I'll go ahead and carry on bringing. Yeah. Okay, see you later. So the experiment with the no sleeping bag. I didn't use my sleeping bag, it's still inside in my backpack. I was adequately warm. My feet were cold, particularly my right foot, and I couldn't work out why. And when you're sealed up in your bivvy, you don't really want to investigate. But it was because the bottom of my bivvy bag was outside of the tarp at the end. And as well as that, everything had ridden up inside the bivvy to the top. So the blanket wasn't on my feet at all. And amazingly, with cold feet, I managed to get to sleep. I never can get to sleep with cold feet, but I did last night. So that's good. The rain during the night was brilliant. When it started raining, I'd looked at the rain radar, so I knew what to expect. So I fastened the mesh piece that goes above your face, and made sure everything was under cover. And when the rain came, it was blowing the bivvy. The tarp was on top of my bivvy. I could feel the rain hitting my body, and obviously hear it as well. I fell asleep in it seemed like seconds, straight asleep, and I had probably a 3-hour block of sleep, very solid. This power bank's better. Charged my phone last night to 100%, charged the camera, and I'm charging my phone again now just to make sure it's fully topped up, and it's on 52%. Yeah, the temperature is down to 3 degrees, so that would be a wind chill well less than freezing. Plus there is, it's clagged. Can't see very far at all. So, oh, that coffee's lovely. So we've got some, the moisture in the air will bring it down even further. Two things you say on a camp every time. The pack's too heavy. And then the next morning you say, that's the best camp ever. That's been a beautiful camp. I've really enjoyed that. It's the experiment of the wool blanket has been an absolute success. Brilliant. I'm really pleased with it. I was toasty warm. My tarpology skills need to be upgraded, which I will do. And the experimental stove has worked well, but I need to look at the windshield part of it. My banging cooking has gone well this time. Would have been better if I could have got more heat into it. I've also used a lot of fuel on that stove. Now, I did cook some quite, sort of long cooked meals. There you go. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. And I look forward to seeing you next time. We're out again next week, and I think there's 3 of us coming, so that'll be good. So thank you so much for watching.